Hi, my name is Scott Hearn. I'm the corporate archivist here at Campbell Soup Company. Today we're in Camden, New Jersey in the archives, setting up Heritage Hall. Heritage Hall is a historic display where we feature different brands and different artifacts from our collection. Part of my job as the corporate archivist is to manage not only the collecting of stuff, but also to make sure I share that history with both our employees and visitors. So if you guys want to follow along with me, we're going to build the collection today and show you some fun stuff. The displays in Heritage Hall are changed on a quarterly basis and allow the archives to highlight different brands and points in our history. The new Heritage Hall installation focuses on the people of Campbell, who are instrumental to our past, present, and future. The artifacts I chose shine a light on their stories. From 1945, it's an employee handbook. Helping you train for a promotion, helping to keep you well. Seems relevant. The past year has been a trying and disruptive time for many, but one thing remains consistent. The people of Campbell are dedicated to the work of connecting people through the food they love. Wow, CD-ROM. Now we're going back in time. You can see I've filled in the case with some of our artifacts. I just wanted to highlight one of the more interesting ones to me is these old employee badges. My favorite being this one right here, which features a photo from the 1940s from the Camden plant. And so we're always collecting objects like this. If anybody has anything that they find that they want to donate, I'm here, always willing. You can email me. So one of my favorite things in our collection is the various newsletters that we have. We have newsletters dating back to the 1910s. And so here you can see Hi Campbell, which is a sales newsletter. This is 1954. Right next to it is 59. Then we have some into the 60s. We also have larger company-wide newsletters. This one highlights Paris, Texas plant. Downingtown, 15 years. And then also there's the very specific conveyor newsletter, which you can see behind me. So that was for Pepperidge Farm exclusively. I find the newsletters so entertaining because it gives me so much information into not only what was going on company-wide, but also the cultures of like the specific plants. And it gives you a really good insight to see like how things were working back in the day and also what like new innovations were coming out and things that they were planning on doing. So they're really valuable resource for my research, but also just really fun to look at and really enjoyable to read through. So another item I'd like to highlight is our hat collection. So we have some behind me, but we also have these two right here. Obviously I have an affinity for hats. I am a bald man. So hats also have a deeper meaning than people realize. It's like a piece of culture that really shows what people believe in a lot of the times. So you can really see what someone's willing to broadcast because it's facing forward to you. And this hat here, especially, you can see it's well worn. So it's not that these were just given to people at a certain time, but they've actually worn them and they really took pride in their jobs enough to actually wear it out. So I love this one, Camden plant, birthplace of Campbell Soup, 1869. We have this wonderful Pepperidge Farm hat, nice embroidery. But yeah, the hat seems simple, but it means a lot to a lot of people. And it really gives you a good sense of what they care about. Here we have the upper half of a uniform for a Pepperidge Farm distributor. I love these objects because one, a lot of the uniforms have usually just been lost to time, so we rarely get a glimpse into what like the employees wore. So we have all these old photos you can see behind me of like uniforms and things that they're wearing. We have none of those, unfortunately. So whenever we have the opportunity to collect one of these, it's really special because it gives you a much closer tie to the people who are like doing the work day to day of actually distributing the products so consumers can have them. I especially love Pepperidge Farm ones because they have this beautiful blue, and it's always nice to just see this kind of stuff still going, and it's nice to know that we're gonna be able to keep it for a long time. So unlike the uniforms from the 1800s, we'll still have this in 100 years from now. All right, so here we have one of my favorite pieces for the entire display, and also one that a lot of people comment on when they see it in person. We have a sales case. So if you see up top, this was given out in the Campbell Soup Company. You have it printed right here. It's obviously a high grade leather. Inside this kit, there'd be a lot of items. Here's a sample. So you'd have tape to repair any sort of damaged labels. You have scissors, which I'm not quite sure why. My favorite though, is this duster. So at this point, you're cleaning up the shelves yourself. You're making sure that they're all clean. You're stacking them. You have designs. It wasn't in this case, but I have design cards that show like different ways to design cans for the display, which is really fun. So you have to make sure they're all clean. Oh, what? Genuine ostrich feathers? I looked at that so many times that I've never noticed that printed on it before. Here we have an old school box cutter. We also have dates and labels, so you can mark all the cans. And my favorite part is once you go inside, you have a ladle for in-store samples. This kit would have everything you would need to sell Campbell Soup. It's rare to see stuff like this. We can't keep track of everything. We can't have a version of everything that's happened in 150 years. But it's really nice to know that people who have worked for this company are so excited by the things that they have that they're happy to give it to us to keep and hold and make sure that future people can see it and generations know that it was here and that they were part of it. So it's just has a lot of meaning to me. And it's just nice. The story of Campbell is often told through the lens of the founders and how they built their businesses through innovation and perseverance. While this history is important, they did not accomplish these goals alone. Without our employees from all backgrounds, Campbell might look very different today. I hope that this display shows how proud we all are of making food that people love.